Say those that are wanting to move to Pakistan, preferably move to Islamabad, Pindi.
Even though you've gone to the village yourself.
Even I've gone to live there. Because why? If you want to stay long term, don't risk it.
Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to Brew Cafe here in Islamabad E7 sector. Today I am joined with the one and only Maulana Rizwan, who from Sheffield went straight to Mirpur to the village. So 1 year into his move. 1 year in, is it?
1 year in.
One
year into 3 days ago.
3 days ago, 1 year in. Mubarak to you. Mubarak to your coffee.
This is Cafe 313.
Cafe 313.
Islamabad.
Islam. MashaAllah. So, your purpose of making the hijrah, has it been fulfilled?
I think 100%, mashallah.
100%, yeah? And
I don't regret a single moment of it.
MashaAllah. How many kids you got?
5.
5, MashaAllah. Are they settling well?
Beautiful. All of them, mashallah.
MashaAllah. So, we normally advise people to earn around about £1,500 a month to live in this side of Islamabad or Rawalpindi.
1,500 is a luxury lifestyle.
Where?
Very decent.
In Mirpur?
Mirpur is high class.
Yeah.
Islamabad is decent as well.
Yeah.
So,
How much
yeah.
could somebody survive in the village?
Village, even £1,000 decent.
For a family, yeah? That's schooling, everything included, yeah?
Schooling, food, everything.
Everything. So, you're one of the few families that have gone to the village. When you came here to brew, he came to this cafe and I could see his face light up. What is it that downtown Islamabad or Barry Town or DHA provides that the village will never provide?
I think as soon as I walked in here, it gave me that vibe, you know, that UK vibe.
Yeah.
So it reminded me of my roots, like,
Yeah.
born and bred. I think it's you need a little bit of that vibe in it to keep you going, basically.
Yeah.
So I'd say those that are wanting to move to Pakistan, preferably move to Islamabad, Pindi.
Even though you've gone to the village yourself.
Even I've gone to live there. Because why? If you want to stay long term, don't risk it. Especially I can stay in village, no problem. Come as a family and you have good intentions to stay long term, then you try staying in village, then the children and yourself, everybody will be put off. So that's the risk, big risk.
Yeah.
Whereas you come here, you won't feel much changes between England and Pakistan.
Yeah.
So ideally, I'd say come to Islamabad, Bahriya Town, these areas. You won't miss England at all.
Yeah.
Especially certain places like this.
Yeah. So would you want them to get settled in first for a year or two, then move to the village? Would that be a better option?
That if they feel that.
Yeah.
So after a year, at least they won't feel sick or homesick.
Yeah.
But if they go to village, they'll feel homesick immediately.
Yeah.
Especially 2 or 3 months into it.
Yeah.
And that homesick will stay with the kids for the rest of their lives.
And what are you doing right now to try and overcome that?
What I do is every month I pay a visit to Islamabad or Pindi.
Yeah.
I bring my kids here for the weekend, so they get a bit of this life as well, a bit of entertainment and stuff. And then I go back to village and study in there.
So the following day, did the kids miss being in Rawalpindi or Islamabad?
Not too much, no. They do look forward to it though.
They always look forward to the end of the month. MashaAllah, MashaAllah. If you went back in time, and I know we shouldn't say if, because that lets the shaitan in, and we've got plenty of shaitans around us, especially in the comment section. If you went back in time 1 year ago, Maulana Rizwan booked his tickets, what would you say to your 1 year ago self in the past?
If I was coming,
Yeah.
you
were coming anyway.
What would have I done?
What would you have said to yourself? Because obviously you haven't lived in Pakistan this long before anyway, and neither have your family.
Personally, I have, yeah.
You have, personally. So you've never done it with your family?
No.
So what would you say to yourself?
Gotta give it to my wife though. She's never been to Pakistan in her life.
MashaAllah. And she's done 1 year.
1 year.
You've gone cold turkey 1 year straight, not been back for even a day. But what would you, one advice you'd give to yourself if you could go back 1 year ago when you booked the tickets, the one-way tickets?
I'd say now I made the best decision.
That's what you'd say.
I would say that
You encourage yourself, yeah?
and I think those listening, I think forget the biggest benefit that I feel that I've achieved
Yeah.
or received is that my children have now learned their language,
Mashallah.
culture.
Yeah.
They've now feel that they belong here, so there's a belonging here now,
Mashallah.
Pakistan,
Yeah.
and I think and the cultural benefit is amazing.
Yeah.
So these things for 1 year, I think even they're priceless.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
can't achieve that, even if you had to pay for it.
Yeah.
How you can achieve it?
Yeah.
So I strongly recommend. I'm not saying do hijrah and move to Pakistan, and what I would say is definitely come for a long period of time.
Give it a try.
Definitely, and my other advice would be that bring your children when they're young.
Yeah.
They'll learn a lot, they'll pick up a lot, they'll remember a lot,
Yeah.
and also it won't be difficult to bring them.
Yeah.
As they get older, it's going to be very difficult.
Yeah.
So bring them now for a year, 2 years, or even 6 months. I think is very important. Whether you want to make that move forever or not, but definitely make that move just to infuse that kind of that culture inside them.
2 questions. So you're saying your missus never really came to Pakistan. Had your kids been to Pakistan prior? So it's the first time for your full family, apart from you obviously. MashaAllah. Secondly, there's a comment floating around all over social media. And also one of the brothers in Barrytown mentioned it as well. If we, as the second or third generation Pakistanis, do not return to Pakistan, what's the likelihood the fourth, fifth, sixth
Can't
will?
see happening unless there's a big disaster or something, in the UK or in the West, where we have to leave. Other than that, it's gonna die out. It's already died out. Think about it, those that are here right now. What generation is it?
Well,
Only us, because our parents have a belonging here.
yeah. My dad was born here, my mom was born here.
That's it. Other than that, there's
Yeah.
So now, if we don't come,
Yeah.
how would you expect the next generation?
Yeah,
आप
yeah.
कल फैसल मस्जिद भी आए हुए थे ना?
जी, you saw me Faisal Masjid
हाँ,
today.
मैंने आपको देखा था फैसल मस्जिद में।
माशाल्लाह, आपका बनेन किधर है भाई?
हाँ?
बनेन आपका?
मैंने उधर नमाज पढ़ रहा था, मैंने आपको भी देखा था।
माशाल्लाह, बनेन आपका किधर है?
ये मशहूर
बनेन
आदमी
ही
है
नहीं।
यार।
इसका नो बनेन ऑन। आपका बटन किधर है भाई?
बटन वो चौकीदार ने फाड़ दिया।
Oh, he got grabbed by the security guy and his buttons are break.
उसने मारा तो उसने फाड़
मैं
दिया।
सोच रहा था ये स्टाइल किया आपने,
नहीं,
जैसे सलमान खान है ना, शाहरुख खान आए। भाई आपका नाम क्या है?
मंसूर।
मंसूर. So now we got a live viewer.
और मैं ब्रू से बात कर रहा हूँ E7।
माशाल्लाह, he knows the location. ये भाई का पहला दिन इधर आना है.
हाँ, ये भाई का
पहले नहीं आए. ये भाई पहले नहीं आए. Mashallah, this young lad here is part of the group of people that go around obviously asking for money. And sometimes I see him here as well, just here hanging around here by the car park, and he just talks to people. He doesn't really ask you anything. But I've seen the security come and chase him sometimes. They don't really ask you or pester you here. And I don't remember him from Faisal Masjid either. He's getting really happy. Yeah, I've seen him before here, but he never asks you. He doesn't ask you for anything. He just starts talking to you.
Did you not?
Yeah, he just starts talking. I've seen him before. The reason why we're talking about the village, so the title of this vlog would be something like, would you move from the west straight to the village? Generally speaking, I would never advise anybody to make that move. It's too big of a move. One advice I've given in the past is, if you really want to go to a remote location, somewhere off-grid or somewhere in the village or somewhere in the mountains, somewhere far away from the city, then start in the west, go to the fuse box, turn it off, turn your water supply off, see how long you survive. My iced coffee,
Acha.
chocolate mousse. So my question to you, Maulana Sahab, now that you're back,
Yes, Maulana Sahab.
if people want to go straight to the village,
Yes, Maulana Sahab.
What key things will they need to do to their village home to make it comfortable for the family?
Yes.
I think weather is a big one.
Weather.
So-
How would you deal with that?
As soon as you come, I think AC or inverter most.
Yes.
Because I remember coming in winter,
Yeah, very cold.
very cold.
Yes.
So inverter basically it's an AC, but it does both jobs, yeah.
Hot and
heat
cold.
and cold, yeah. So I'd put inverter in 2-3 rooms at least.
Bedrooms or just any room?
Bedroom the most.
Every bedroom
Every bedroom. So
and
just-
living room?
Generally, you're going to use 2 bedrooms in it.
Yeah, yeah,
Parental one
yeah. And kids.
and kids one,
Yeah, yeah,
and one for living room, for example.
yeah, yeah,
That's a must.
yeah,
Yes.
Because you know, if you ask those that have come in the past,
yeah.
especially us guys, we've been, I don't know about you, but I've been many times.
I'll be many times without an AC.
But it did put you off. It does put you off.
Yeah, you can't
The
get to sleep.
mosquitoes put you off.
Yes.
Because look, sleep and the essentials you have to have.
Yeah,
So it's very unfair to have kids that have never experienced anything like that.
yeah,
Bring them here and making them suffer.
yeah,
So I think a lot of people that don't want to come to Pakistan
yeah,
have been put off by their experience in the past
yeah, yeah, yeah.
when their parents bought them. But it's not their parents' fault
Yeah.
because at that time that was
Different time,
different
different
facilities.
living standards.
You know what I mean? Yeah. So
They've come from a different background.
right now, first thing is make sure that they don't complain about the weather.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Make sure they don't complain about some amenities.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
So if you take them like straight to the village,
yeah,
and Mirpur is not bad by the way.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
If you take them like I don't know Chakswari or many mountainous areas that I've been to, yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
even I find it hard.
yeah, yeah,
And you think, how long can you survive here for? Kids are not going to survive at all.
yeah,
So it's a foolish thing to do. If you want to bring your kids and you want them to love it, then make sure you have that balance. Don't make them miss out in the things that they've left behind
yeah, yeah, yeah,
in England,
yeah,
amenities wise.
yeah,
But there's that many amenities here in Islamabad, Pindi, in Pakistan generally,
yeah,
that your children will not miss out.
yeah,
You can provide that. So I think first thing is weather,
yeah,
amenities wise. So giving them that extra when it comes to food and stuff. A lot of kids are fussy when it comes to food.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
So taking out whatever, you have to do these kind of adjustments.
Go out your way. So, would you say going straight to the village, although it's cheaper, although it's going back to the roots of your parents and grandparents, you have to think it through properly.
I think the best would be commute. So for example, have your residential house for your kids in Islamabad or Pindi or these kind of Lahore, for example,
Yeah,
these kind of Karachi, and then pay regular visits to your village, ancestral village.
yeah,
Yes.
So every other weekend, spend a weekend there, so they get a bit of village life as well.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
But they know they're going to come back to somewhere which is
yeah. Modern.
more suitable for them. So don't make them miss out in the village as well.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
But maybe they can adjust to that.
yeah,
So instead of throwing them into village immediately
yeah, yeah,
and them suffering, put them in somewhere like Islamabad, Pindi or Lahore, in where there's more facilities, and then take them to villages,
yeah,
bringing them back. 6 months to a year, they'll get used to both.
yeah, yeah.
Whereas if you put them in village, they'll get put off quite
Yeah,
easily,
yeah,
quite
yeah.
quickly.
And what do you do for income?
Income wise,
You milk cows, don't you?
yeah. I have a farm here. So that helps a lot.
Yeah, alhamdulillah. Well, 313.
Yes, good marketing, isn't it now?
Yeah, yeah. You can say whatever you
You
want.
sure?
Yeah.
It's 313.
Cafe 313.
Cafe 313.
Where at?
Works Up Road, Donald, Sheffield.
Works Up Road, Donald, Sheffield. And how long do you see yourself, you, your family, living long term in Mirpur village?
I think right now is serving his purpose. Because my kids' main focus now is Islamic education.
Yeah.
All of my kids are doing hifz.
Alhamdulillah.
So coming to Islamabad would probably spoil our routine.
Yeah.
So I'd probably finish that
Yeah.
because they're doing really well, mashallah. And then I might consider Islamabad or Pindi Islamabad for some secular education
Yeah.
for a couple of years.
GCSEs, A levels, everything. Yeah.
Yeah, I've already,
Maybe university.
inshallah.
Inshallah.
Yeah.
Inshallah. Do you worry that your kids won't be able to earn?
I personally think that if they do live here
Yeah.
for longer,
Yeah.
because now studying here is far better because there's less distractions.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's not that many fitna
Yeah.
you see in England where kids get deterred.
Yeah.
So I'd say you can get more here, private tuition wise, schooling wise,
Standards, yeah, higher, aren't they?
and yeah, they are very high, very much higher.
Yeah. Because you were saying a long time ago, the school in Mirpur, the head teacher or someone was surprised because there's UK kids in that school, and she was shocked with the level of grammar. Do you want to share that story?
So basically, she said the kids' accent obviously is different. They come from different.
Yeah.
They've got, by the way, 40% English students.
MashaAllah. So there's a lot of families already living in Mirpur.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she said that grammatically the kids are very, very poor. She
Yeah.
was, I'm so surprised.
Yeah.
She was accent-wise, they're far better than me, obviously, because that's
Yeah.
their language.
Yeah.
But when it comes to like grammatically,
Yeah.
she goes, they don't know much at all.
Yeah. Is that written or
And
spoken?
maths is another one. Maths in Pakistan,
Yeah.
mashallah, is quite superior.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
So our kids in the UK are lacking.
I think they're lacking in that because
Yeah.
unfortunately, schools
Yeah.
to maintain their own standards,
Yeah.
they only focus on those high achieving kids.
Yeah.
And our kids are left behind, Charlie.
Yeah.
Here, what you can do is you control that.
Yeah.
You send them to that school and you can stay on top of your child more. Notice that when it comes to private tuition,
Yeah.
it's far cheaper.
Yeah. It's about
So-
5,000 rupees for a month in where I live. How much is it where
I think
you
it's a
are?
bit more than that. Per subject.
Per subject, yeah.
If you go for high end,
Per month.
you're looking at about 8,000.
Per subject, per month.
Yeah, it's 30 quid.
30 quid per month. That's like 5 days a week, right?
It's 5 days a week, yeah.
On top of the school.
So yeah, per subject. So an hour a subject.
Yeah.
So like my child, he
Yeah.
goes to he goes for maths and English tuition,
Yeah.
2 hours a day,
Mashallah.
Monday to Friday,
MashaAllah.
and that's
That's like a homework club,
it's
isn't
about
it?
50 quid a month.
MashaAllah, yeah.
But that's like 1-to-1.
Yeah, and you know that it's concentrating tuition
Yeah,
because that teacher, she's not working all day in the school.
there's a lot. Yeah.
They're concentrating more, aren't they? MashaAllah. Any last words for the YouTube community?
I think that was it. One of my main message was that
You've gone straight to a village, so
yeah, my main message would be, look, hijrah or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
I think it's a big step,
Yeah.
but I think everybody can do the least, which is essential. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hijrah being essential or not, that's a debate in itself. Yeah.
Yeah.
But essential in terms of every Asian family we're talking to here.
Yeah.
Pakistani family.
Yeah.
And not even Pakistani, I'd say, who have roots in the Indian subcontinent.
Yeah.
So Bengalis and Indians and whatever.
Yeah. We're all one anyway.
I'd say that hijrah is a big step, but essential is that you bring your child to your own country
Yeah.
and
to the roots.
don't deprive them
Yeah.
from that rich culture that we have.
Alhamdulillah.
Don't deprive them of the mother tongue
Yeah.
that they've lost, by the way.
Yeah.
My children didn't know a word of their own language until they came here, by the way.
Alhamdulillah. Yeah.
And my son's 14 now,
MashaAllah. Yeah.
and he came here when he was
13.
13.
Yeah.
The 13-year-old didn't know his language.
Subhanallah.
So isn't it worth it?
Yeah,
to
yeah,
just
yeah.
bring your child just to learn the language.
Yeah. Alhamdulillah.
So 6 months to a year,
Yeah.
gap year if you like,
Yeah.
take your kids out, and they're not going to be deprived of anything in the UK. If anything, they'll probably achieve more in that 1 year,
Yeah.
and then take them back, and then they'll you'd find out that they are well
outstanding,
ahead.
yeah. Yeah, outstanding.
So my advice would
Yeah.
be that everybody consider the move even for a short period of time.
Yeah.
Maybe that it suits you.
Yeah.
Even if it doesn't suit you, continue coming every other year.
Yeah.
Just to get and maximize the benefits.
Yeah.
That's my
definitely,
advice.
Definitely. Jazakallah khair to Maulana Rizwan for giving us such blessings and blessing this channel. I do want to remind everyone that look, the 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th generation British Pakistanis, you're not really going to be visiting Pakistan. So all these properties you've got, all this zameen or land that's been passed down from father to son, is what you're going to do. What are you going to do with collecting all this land, all these properties? It's going to go to waste if you're not coming and living here and visiting. So guys, see you in the next one. Assalamu alaikum.